Today was the 18th of June. The little dude introduced him to the outside a bit more again after a few days being in, recovering from the 4 days he was out at the beach area, where the last two were very traumatic. You could tell like his trauma increase, his temporary paranoia or psychotic behavior increased. But again, he bounces back. He's so resilient. And so the cuddling, the looking at his injuries, the cleaning him, the brushing him, a lot of rest, more than usual. And he didn't argue too much, and a lot of food, more than usual, that he requested, like he was still wanting to eat more. He's just got a boo-boo on his ear. Yesterday I introduced him to the outside with the leash again for at least this area. And he was argumentative with where he wanted to go, but at least he was walking or ninja on the ground, it looked like, with the leash that I put looser, that he could more easily get out of if I tied him up and walked away, because he would just pull the right way and know instinctively how to do it. But still, the leash now is something I could use to lift him up. If I lift straight up and move with him, probably not super comfortable, but it goes around both sides of his shoulders, front legs, and so it's not that bad. It's not like I'm swinging him or doing it super fast at the beginning. But anyways, but then during the evening he was back in, where I thought it was enough for the day. He was making a lot of sounds, kept jumping on the windowsill even with the curtains closed, which doesn't always work and makes a loud noise, and because there's somebody else sleeping here. And at one point, he got strike 3 of doing that when he waits for me to just close my eyes, which actually gives me an advantage of knowing where he's going. Even when he's on the bed, he doesn't realize that his slow walking will do some pulling on my leg, or the sounds I'll rely on more than him. What he relies on at night is his vision, compared to me, so much better. I can't see nothing. I can see like probably 80% of what I'd see during the day. And so after his third strike, I threw him out. I grabbed him by the neck, because there were times yesterday again, and I think this is hormonal at this point. It's not self-defense. He could have gotten more aggressive, so I had to operate him and tell him it's not okay for a lot of things, that he was going on the verge of trying aggression to get his way. And so I threw him out, where I kind of lift him by the neck, but then put him upside down, or I'm holding his legs, and then when I opened the door, just holding him by the neck, I threw him out. Then he spent the night. He wasn't there for, I got up at around 5-ish, and it was about 5 hours later, around a little bit past 10 a.m., and I'm going to press pause here. Around 10 a.m. that he showed up at the door. I didn't hear him, so it might have been that he was just walking up, and I happened to be looking, and then when he came in, he ran from me right away. He saw I was muted. He might have thought he was still in trouble from yesterday, but he's like, oh no, I mean, it's killed or be killed out there, but I think my cat has an advantage at night compared to the day, even with wolves, because he's going to stay where there's not a pack of wolves. There could still be a tripod that could dangerously hunt him, but that he would probably hear, because he's hyper alert. And part of his paranoia makes him very good at self-defense, but he's still challenging. Even before his hormones kicked in, he was bouncing back from his anxieties, and always curiosity just could kill him, but it also kind of made him bounce back and try again. So he did want to go back outside yesterday after that experience with the leash. That I was patient, I was patient. There was a lot of mosquitoes, but I was patient. That hat that I got didn't do much of a job. It's supposed to help with mosquitoes, but so so now he came back in, and I gave him a can of tuna juice and some more food, and he was still kind of making noises, thinking there's cats out there, but he really should rest. I prefer he rests a lot during the day, and he can go back outside all night if he wants. And of course, me and the other person living here had a much better night's sleep, and it would have been almost impossible at that point, because his hormones are really to go back to other cats outside. So still didn't hear back from the last vet that I sent a message through their website, and that was like 5 days ago, based on somebody referring them to me in the area where my motorhome is. And so, anyways, he's sleeping right now. It took a while for me to convince him to just relax. So that's good, but we're getting into a pattern that now at least I know he can come back to here, because he's starting from here when he goes outside. and try to get him outside more. I might even throw him out every night. I don't, unless I feel like he wants to be around me because maybe something's happened to him or he doesn't have the energy anymore or he did what he wanted to do with his hormones. We'll see.